today we're going to be doing a talking head video for one, and we're also going to be taking a look at ViewSonic's refreshed XG240, the XG240R. Now the R basically stands for RGB. Now we're living in the RGB era, so everything is better with RGB, and we're going to be seeing if this monitor really does hit the spot in terms of gaming performance. So let's get started. So a couple of things before we actually unbox this thing. One being that this monitor is now available to buy in the UK. The official release date was, I think, a few days back. I just haven't had a chance to get round to getting this video out in time for Christmas. Second thing, that if you live in the UK or Ireland, ViewSonic are actually going to do a giveaway. Now, unfortunately, they're not going to do a global giveaway, they're going to do a UK and Ireland, and if you happen to live in one of these countries, then feel free. Details to enter the competition will be in the video description, and it's going to run for 30 days, and then a winner will be picked. Everything's going to be run through Gleam as well. If you don't live in the UK or Ireland, then I'm going to make things a little bit fairer for you guys, and I'm going to be giving away another projector. Why not? So either way, feel free to enter the giveaway. Either win this brand new gaming monitor or win a projector. Details will be in the video description. I just haven't decided which projector yet. So by the time you're actually watching this video, it will be listed in the video description. It's actually quite a heavy monitor. I didn't expect it to be as heavy as it was. So this is the 24-inch model. I'm not entirely sure at the moment if there is a larger version of this monitor, but as far as I'm aware, 24-inch with the RGB lighting effect is what's on offer at the moment. Setting up the monitor is quite simple. Take the arm section, align the top two tabs, push the button that's located on the back, and it will drop perfectly into place. Then you've got a 1/4-inch thumb turn on the bottom of the pretty heavy base. Slot it on and then slide it over to the edge of the desk. You might want to just lie it flat and then just turn that very long thumb turn until it's fully secure. The XG240R stand supports a full range of motions as you would expect from any good gaming monitor. You can adjust the height, it swivels, it pivots and tilts. You even get a handle to help you lug this monitor around, especially if you're into LAN gaming. The stand also has a built-in headrest that you can just clip out to keep your battle station nice and clean. The base is sturdy and definitely on the heavy side of things. This is good and limits any kind of possible movement for heavy-fingered gamers like myself, for who the monitor movement during a kill shot in CSGO could be a complete deal breaker, so that's a good thing. The bezels are something that a lot of you might not be fans of, but me personally, it doesn't really bother me. There's a little understated Elite logo to the left side of the monitor. The menu buttons are located on the underside on the right and feel rather solid, almost like it's trying to prevent accidental presses. I mean, sometimes I felt that it was a little bit too much on the stiff side of things. I don't know if it was by design, but I would have liked to have seen a slightly less rigid press from the actual menu buttons. In terms of specifications, it comes with all the standard gaming monitor credentials, the bread and butter features, and even throws in some extras. I mean, we have a 1080p TM panel, and we'll talk a little bit more about that panel later on in the video, because there's a few things that I actually want to touch on. The module is rated for a brightness of 350 nits, contrast ratio of 1000:1. That's rather good for a screen of this size. Dynamic contrast ratio of 120 million to 1, but we won't get bogged down with that. Refresh rate of 144 Hz, 1 millisecond response rate, and it has a pixel pitch of 0.277mm. And for the not so standard stuff, we have a massive 22 level of black stabilisation, which is supposed to increase your visibility, especially when you're playing in dark situations in game. This is great if you've got enemies crouching, lurking around the corner. It's meant to give you a slight edge over the competition, and in a way it did. I mean, it did improve my kill rate while playing Unreal Online as well. The monitor's also got built-in flicker free, it has blue light filter, and if you're not gaming, then the blue light filter is actually quite useful. Web browsing or doing some work, maybe send some emails. It's also got a built-in cable management point to keep things, again, looking pretty sleek. The monitor also features 2 customizable gaming modes built into the OSD. I even renamed one to Fortnite with my preferred settings to save a bit of time. The XG240R is aimed at the gamer without a shadow of a doubt, and that's why its OSD is firmly set out to be gamer friendly, but still provides more than enough settings should you want to use the display for a secondary purpose. As I've mentioned before, I found the menu to be pretty user friendly. I've been using this monitor for over 3 weeks now, and really I have no complaints. When it comes to pixel response or problems with the refresh rate with FreeSync turned on, the XG240R has been rather impressive. The gaming experience has been great across the board. I've mainly been playing Fortnite, Doom and Unreal Online and a few other games like FIFA 19. Another thing worth noting is you can definitely notice the difference if you switch from standard profile to, say, Battle Royale mode, and yes, it does have a Battle Royale mode amongst other profiles. Also, in terms of the screen tearing or artifacting that occurs, this was very limited, and I should mention I'm using an 8GB RX 570. Yeah, no powerful AMD card here, that's the only one I have. For most of my gameplay, I also tested with FreeSync turned off using my GTX 1070, and again the experience was pretty good. In terms of inputs, we have 2x HDMI 1.4, we have 1x DisplayPort 1.2, output wise we also have a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the upstream side of things we have a USB 3.0 Type B, now this will connect to your PC, and on the downstream side of things we have 2x USB 3.0 Type A to pass through to your PC, so pretty happy with the actual selection of inputs on this monitor. The TN panel on the XG240R is good, better than anything I've tested all last year, including the BenQ EL2870U. Now, while you will always see a colour shift on any TN panel, this was definitely one of the better ones out there that I've personally seen. Colour accuracy, again, decent for a TN monitor. I also watched a few movies on this monitor just to cover all the bases. While 24-inch is a far cry from the 100-inch screen that I'm used to, I was very impressed with the overall image output the XG240R is capable of generating. It can comfortably serve, I believe, as a web or media consumption monitor as well. The RGB element is great, it looks fantastic, and the design on the back is very striking. I like the way ViewSonic collaborated with multiple vendors' RGB platforms like Thermaltake's RGB+, Razer's Chroma and Master Plus. I hope they also add support for Aura Sync somewhere in the future. I'd like to see that. The RGB light can be turned on and off from the OSD menu. Maybe a little more in terms of just the on and off option would have been nice to see, i.e. a few lighting options. So that about wraps it up from me, so be sure to leave a like and maybe share this video. You never know, you could actually win yourself 1 or 2 prizes, win a monitor or win a projector. Details will be in the video description, go check it out. In terms of anything else, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll do my best to get back to you. Until next time, my name is Mike, this is Tech404, thank you for watching.